let's talk about the past weekend
Sure.
and the good things that you saw.
Yeah, I mean, this team continues to fight and push forward through all the adversity. So that's something special. When you're 2-8, you can look and say, hey, the kids are waving the white flag. They're giving up, but they certainly haven't. And our message this weekend. Number one, we played a very good team in Parkside. That I think really demonstrated why they're the best team in the conference. They had quality in the final third. They possessed the ball very well, and the goal they scored was an absolute wonder goal in the first half. So. For us to hang in with those guys again, it just shows that we're close. We just have to finish our chances. But then again, Sunday we reasserted our identity, which was just to fight and battle, and we eked out some really good chances, the better chances of that game. It's disappointing not to finish those chances because the guys came off the field pretty angry that we didn't win that game. So I took that as a positive. Like if you're angry you didn't win the game, great, rather than being angry that you lost. But at the end of the day, when you get those sort of chances against a team like Purdue, who's number 2 in the conference, you have to finish them. We had a clear breakaway in the first half, and then a sitter, in the 86th minute. We have to finish those to win those games. So although we'll take the tie and sort of lick our wounds and get ready for a big weekend this weekend, the message has to be continue to fight and continue to assert this new identity that we have. But you have to finish your chances. You can't miss those chances at this level. Because the other teams are finishing those. However, we shut down the number 1 scorer in the league in Lozano. He didn't get any chances. We shut out a team that had scored 7 goals in 3 games and scored 3 goals on Friday night. So there obviously is some positives for sure, but we're running out of time here. And so this is a massive weekend for us to kind of take a step forward. We still control our destiny in terms of hosting a playoff game. And so we're just going to take it one game at a time and see what we can do at Saginaw on Friday.
And then, Coach, we look ahead to this weekend, two teams that you've already played, faced this season.
Mm-hmm.
Does the strategy change going back into this weekend?
I think it does. We're a way different team than we were the first time we played Davenport when we won late, and same with Saginaw. They were both tight games. We could have lost both, we could have won both, we could have tied both. So I think the strategy does change a little bit in the sense that we're a different team now, and we have to sort of buy into this new identity that's going to allow us to get some success in the postseason. So, as you know, the GLIAC's very close. Every team is right there for the pickings. We're not afraid to play any team in the GLIAC. We feel like our matchup against any team is pretty good. So we just have to get over the finish line. So we're going to go to Saginaw on Friday. They're struggling a little bit as well with injuries and some of the same things we are. But they're defending champs, so they have a championship spirit. So that's going to be a tough game. And then anytime you play Davenport, especially after beating them in the first game, you're going to be up for a fight. They're going to be after us for sure. And so they're going to be expected to fight again this weekend on the road. But we as coaches know that if we have a successful weekend, that the Sunday game here at St. Cloud on Senior Day is going to mean a lot in terms of the playoff standings. And so it's a huge weekend, and I think the guys understand that.
We see the defense is there. As a coach and as a staff, how can you get the team just to get a goal in there and just get some points? Because I know I see the defense is there,
right.
Everything is there.
Right.
Just finishing chances. How can you go into this week focused on that?
Well, at least we did score a goal.
Yeah.
So that I think for Fernando, he definitely feels a lot more confident that he was able to find one. We've adjusted the front line a little bit and found a real spark in Tristan Nelson. He's done a really good job coming in as that center forward 9. And he got 2 really good looks, and unfortunately didn't put him away. Haziel as well, same thing, got a great look from the left side. So we're confident in the front 3. They're getting in good areas. The defending group has been fantastic. We're going to work on it again this week and continue to get our reps in. But there's only so much you can train during a week when you play Friday, Sunday. So it's about recovery. It's about looking at the tape, and it's about getting them some of the reps. But we know next week, because we only play Sunday, that there is actually a few extra training days in there to get these guys their reps where they can finish their chances. It's not like basketball where you can go and shoot. When you shoot the ball in soccer, it's actually a tax on your body. And we have guys that are out right now with soft tissue injuries because they're shooting too much. So it's about obviously getting the reps, but at the same time making sure that they're recovering and resting and ready to run for 90 minutes. Because we had a lot of guys that played 90 minutes on Sunday. So it's a balance. I think it's a balance, getting them the reps, feeling confident to finish, but at the same time recovering and making sure that they understand that there's a lot of different ways to win a soccer game. And yes, we all want to win games 4-0 and scoring goals, but you can win the game being defensive. You can win the game by outworking the opponent and making sure that you're compact. And we demonstrated that on Sunday against a really good team that was scoring a lot of goals. So that's our identity right now, and we're going to push that. And I think the guys have bought in, and this is the way we win. And they want to win, and so they're gonna do anything they can to do that. And that's what makes this group special. Although the record doesn't look special, you know, there's a lot of belief inside this locker room, and I attribute that to the culture.